welcome to DCA Adventure. I'm Jay, back again with another cryptocurrency market update. If you love our content, please like, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. This is not financial advice. Trading is very risky, so do not bet the house. I'm sure you guys know the spiel. If you're new to trading, you're interested in learning how to trade, or you want access to a locked signal group or some pretty kick-ass trading tools, join the DCA Patreon group. Join my tier Trading with a View. By doing so, you're going to get access to the DCA oscillator, power tool, and all kinds of other tools I've made specifically for the Patreons only. You're going to get signal channels. There's a couple bot channels. There's Pionex bot channel. There's all kinds of good stuff going on in there. And then join the Discord. Link for that will also be in the description. Join. We give out all kinds of good free content as well. Looking for any kind of tailored indicators to your trading style, join my Discord, Crypto Mentors. Link for that is in the description as well. Would appreciate it. All kinds of good free content in there as well, you guys. Also, I'm trading over at Phemex, Bybit, Pionex, Coinbase Pro, PancakeSwap, little bit of everywhere. Links for those will be in the description. You will get deposit bonuses, and there's all kinds of earning, learn and earn, and staking, and all kinds of different stuff going on those exchanges. So take advantage. Use the link in the description. If you do not have an account on TradingView, link is also in the description. Get down there and make an account. Make a free account. I give out free tools. If you're new here today, join the Discord, and we'll get you set up. Let me click over here to YouTube and make sure everything is sounding all right. You guys hear me okay? Everything good? I got some different music, so I want to make sure that it's not blowing your eardrums out. What up, the real Mr. Kraken, Crypto Nico, Mikkel? What up, guys? Appreciate all of you. Also, DogeLord Coffee, DogeLordCoffee.com, DogeLord Apparel, cryptocurrency merch, all the sweet shit that you guys see us wearing all the time, and some of the great tasting coffee. You want any of that stuff, guys, you got to go over to Don't delay by today. So if you guys were in the DCA Patreon group, you were ready for this Bitcoin drop on Sunday. I did let everybody know. I got in there and was posting some charts on Bitcoin, and we was well ready. We were looking at the 1 week chart. We'll flip over to it right now on Bitcoin. Looking at the 1 week chart, told everybody we close below that 21 week moving average. That would not be good, and that's exactly what we did. We did close below it to be looking for the next level of support. We did get a bearish crossover, 21 crossover, the 50 week, not looking good. But the main chart I'm focusing on today is the 3-day chart on Bitcoin. I have talked to you guys last 3 or 4 videos about the 3-day death cross. This is kind of giving us a guesstimation sometime in the middle of May that it's going to happen. But the 200 moving average is a very significant moving average on a 3-day chart. Okay, so remember, guys, on a 3-day time frame, each one of these candles represents 3 days. What up, Lethargy? What up, Crypto Beta? What up, MC? Appreciate you all for stopping in. Oh man, been unstable all day, huh? I finally just got mine dialed in, but I still have 4 more cards yet to get up and running. So it's like I got to start all over here as soon as I get my cords and everything going. But looking over on the 3-day chart, looking at this 200 moving average, this is my big red line right here at the bottom. When we hit this line and when we react with this line, it's usually not good. We're going to go back and look all the way in 2014, and we have been reacting to the 200 moving average on a 3-day chart the same way since 2014. Okay, so it's quite a ways back here, right? I should have an arrow somewheres. Yep, right there. Stretch this way out for you. Okay, so you'll notice here that we get a top, then we come all the way down to that 200 moving average on the 3-day chart. We do respect that moving average as support for just a little bit. You can see that we bounced off of it a few times, bam, 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 and then we closed underneath of it. That closing candle underneath of it is that's what we're looking for. That's our confirmation that shit's about to get bad. And then you can see we get under that 200 moving average. And now it's acting as resistance. We come up, we bounce off of it and reject it there. We come up, we actually break way above it, but still end up closing underneath the moving average. So we rejected there. We fell even farther down, and it was a long time from we crossed under 2014 and we did not get back above and recover until 2015. So it was over a year that it was underneath that 200 moving average. We fast forward a little bit to the next time that we test it. (2018). Notice again, notice the same. Here's our top. We get the top of our market. Boom, we're coming all the way down to that 200 moving average on the 3-day chart. We act as support a few times. We bounce off of it. We respect it. Everything's looking great. Guys are like, fuck yeah, we're validating support. That's our confirmation. We're taking the long. Boom. We end up closing below the 200 moving average. We fall again. Now, from 2018 to 2019, so October of 18 to May of 2019 is how long it took for us to recover and get back above. So now we go to current, okay, top, moving all the way down to that 200 moving average. So far we're respecting as support. Everything is looking great. Boom, now we're underneath of it. We did not quite close underneath of it the last 3-day candle, which we only have 22 hours 48 minutes left in this 3-day candle. So very important that you guys are paying attention to this. If we close under this 200 moving average on a 3-day chart, Bitcoin is definitely going to fall down to the next area of support, and we're going to look at that right now. We'll draw our box in, boom, boom, and we'll even be generous and we'll use the wicks. There's quite a few touches down there. We're going to grab our call out tag. So the top box of that support is $37,867. The bottom box of that support is $30,000. So it's very important that we stay above 37,800. In order for this to be back into having a shot, we need to get back up above almost $47,000 and make support above that, which is not looking good for Bitcoin right now. We are hitting the top of that box of support on this 3-day candle right around 37,800. So just keep that in mind, you guys. What up, Crypto Dave? Appreciate you for stopping in. Happy Tuesday to you, brother. The real Mr. Kraken, one of the errors was a driver, and it seemed to be only my RX 580 that was having issues. Yeah, that's what I have. My rig's full of 580s, 570s, 480s. And I just recently flashed them all by myself. I BIOS flashed them. I did it right. I did not brick any of my cards this time. I'm using Team Red Miner, I think, for AMD cards. I've had really good luck with that. Nemesis is the one that told me to use that, so I've just been using it ever since. You guys notice that this 200 moving average was acting as a great support line, great trend line all the way up through here. So we know that when we close below a trend line, that it is now acting as resistance, and that trend is no longer valid. So I definitely feel like that we're going to see some more downside on Bitcoin, especially if in the next 22 hours, 46 minutes, we close under this red line. Now, if you don't have this fancy moving average tool that I'm using right here, where it has the 21, the 50, and the 200, then you need to join the DCA Discord, link in the description. You need to go make a free account on TradingView, and then message me, Variant8, inside DCA Discord, and I will give you this tool for free. That way you have this. This is one of the most important tools, in my opinion, that you should have in your tool belt. It's very easy to use, very easy to learn. So I highly suggest getting in there and getting a hold of this tool. We go to the monthly on Bitcoin. This is maybe one of the only bullish things that I am seeing right now on Bitcoin, is that we are testing that 21-month moving average. So far, we are above it. We're a good ways above it. The bottom of that 21 moving average is right around $37,000. We only have 3 days, 23 hours left for this monthly candle. So it's got to stay up above that 37,800. If it can close the monthly candle and the weekly candle above that time frame, that'll make it a little bit more bullish. Technically, on the monthly time frame, Bitcoin is still in a bull market cycle. So just keep an eye on this, guys. Just because, you know, we are above that 21 doesn't mean that we still can't see 30,000 and go all the way down to the 50-month moving average, where I am still anticipating. I still think that we could go all the way down to that 50-month moving average, right around that 20,000. That's our old previous all-time high back in 2017, 2018. So it's very possible that that happens if this box of support does not hold. Looking left on the chart, we know to look left on the chart. That's where we're getting the information. That's where we're getting the story. There ain't no story over here. The story's telling us there ain't shit holding Bitcoin up. So if we break this area of support and we close below it, nothing to catch us. Definitely probably going to get a nice wick and a free fall down here to that $20,000 area. Biggest thing with trading, for anybody new, it's liquidity, man. It's not price. It's not what a coin is worth. It's liquidity. It's where the market makers are making their moves. This is where we need to be paying attention to. This is where we need to be focused in at. Is a lot like support and resistance is super important, but exactly where at support and resistance do you need to be buying and selling and making those trades? Because a lot of times at support and resistance, you have 50 million traders who know exactly how to use that, and we're all trying to buy down here at support. Then we get stop hunts that come even farther down, stop you out, or deter you from taking that long position, right? And make you take a short position, and then the market ends up going the original way anyways and screws you out of a lot of money. So liquidity, learn volume, learn candle structure, market structure, support and resistance, moving averages, some very main things that you should learn before trading. I have recently teamed up with a couple of my buddies that are in the Pionex Discord that are helping a lot of those guys out. They have came and joined my group, learned a lot of the trading stuff that they know now from me. So now I'm over in the Pionex group. I'm starting to post charts and do a little bit of stuff over there. But a lot of those guys over there are brand new to trading. They see these things on Facebook where Pionex bots make you know, people posting these $1,000 trades and all this stuff. Gets them excited. They run into Pionex and think, hey, I'm going to throw $100 at a bot I'm going to get rich. It's going to automatically trade for me, and I'm going to get rich. And it's not the case usually. At the end of the show here, we got to try to keep this at an hour, but towards the end of the show, I'd like to flip over to Pionex a little bit, show just a simple way to set up a grid bot on a higher time frame where you don't have to constantly be looking at it, and where you don't really have to know that much about trading either. And this will be a safer way to set stuff up to get you into that rabbit hole, to get you to start thinking and wanting to learn how this stuff works. What up, Golden Wolf? How's the new beats, man? Is the beats looking all right? They sounded good. Am I blowing eardrums out? Yeah, let's take a look at Ethereum, Crypto Dave. We'll definitely take a look at that. Ooh. So on a monthly, 3 days, 23 hours, if that candle decided to close how it was right now, this is a perfect example of a doji. So we have a nice big dump, and then boom. Let's say this is bottom. That's a doji. This means price reversal, trend reversal. Market is indecisive. It's really hard to see on my thing, and that's because a good doji is where a candle opens and then closes virtually in the same exact price area, and that's how you're going to get these real thin crosses like this. What up, Oz? How you doing, brother? Let's jump down to the daily. I like to start off the main time frames that I'm trading, you guys, is daily and weekly charts. This is every day when you wake up and you decide that you're going to start a Pionex bot, or you're going to do this or you're going to do that. The very first thing you need to do is zoom way out on your chart, look at your daily, your weekly. You're going to learn and you're going to understand what the trend of the day is going to be from looking at those higher time frames. A lot of people that are new in trading are zoomed way too far in. They're trying to trade that 3-minute time frame, trying to trade, you know, an hour time frame. It's way too noisy. It's way too fast paced. I recommend going way higher, a daily, a weekly. Then you're pretty much only are trading a couple times a month. Sometimes you might not only trade maybe once every 6 months. It just depends on what you're trading when they hit the certain moving averages. This was last week's chart. This was the boxes of support and resistance that we drew when we did the TA last week. Now you guys see here, we are getting a bearish cross. 21 is crossing under that 50-day moving average. We are under the 50-day moving average, and we have broke into that box of support that we have there. That box started at $2,924. The bottom of the box is $2,474. So it's looking like it's holding at this part, because you can draw, you know, we got a box of support here, but that doesn't mean that there isn't other layers of support inside of this box. So you can even go inside and draw different layers in here, right? Let's see where that lines up at. Yeah, them line up pretty good through here and through here. So you can do layers like this with support and resistance to get a better idea of where the fight is. I only highlight significant areas. It's easier to look at. But if we break this box in the middle, definitely be looking for that 2400 on Ethereum. If we stop here, we make support right around 2900 where we're at, and it looks like, you know, we've had two daily candles close above that area. So if we get this next one to close above there, be looking for a retest back up there to that $3,000 area, 3,025, 3,035, before you start having trouble again. It's probably going to stop and reject, I'd imagine here. Why? This is where another significant area of resistance starts. So we can start there, boom, you have this box here, and that's a pretty big area too. Now remember, guys, when we're trading under moving averages, they're acting as resistance. When we're trading on top of them, like up here when we're on top, they are acting as support, right? Still in a bear market. The 200-day moving average is on top. Price action is trading under the 200-day moving average, and both are 21 and 50 is under. The easiest way to tell if an asset's in a bull market or bear market, simple as shit, it's just these moving averages. If price action is under the 200, it's probably a bear market. If price action is trading above the 200, more than likely you're going to be in a bull market scenario. We'll go to a weekly on Ethereum. There's a couple things too I wanted to show you guys on Bitcoin. If I have time, I'll flip back to with the MACD crosses and what has happened with those. So just a little correlation that I've spotted. Weekly, not looking good here either. We're getting that 21 crossing underneath the 50 week. That's a pretty bearish sign right there for Ethereum. So definitely gonna have trouble getting back above the $2,800 area. I think is gonna be pretty, or I'm sorry, the $3,100 area. Around $3,100, I think, is gonna be like our area to beat for a while. Definitely don't want to break 2,400. If we fall below 2,400, I don't think that 1,800 is going to hold up, because we do got a little bit of support right around 2,000 to 1,800. I don't think that'll hold up all that well. I think panic will set in if we drop that low, and it'll actually go down to that 200 week moving average right around $1,100. I know this is crazy that I'm saying this to you guys, but Bitcoin has way too many really big bearish things going on right now in the charts for me to be not telling you guys to be thinking about this. Usually when real big bearish things happen, we'll get pumps. We'll get these rallies, like a 10 to 15% rally, get everybody all hyped up and think everything's great. Get everybody to get into them long leveraged positions. Get everybody to buy, because that's what these market makers are looking for. Price is not anything to them. All they're thinking of is, where can we catch the retail trader in the chart? Where can we catch him? Yeah, it is getting its feelings hurt. I first bought Bitcoin at 3K back in 2018, right, Crypto Dave? I started messing with Bitcoin when it was $1,800. Yes, if I knew then what I knew now. That's right, Mikkel. Awesome, brother. Awesome. Just got back in this morning. Hopefully you've seen the charts that I posted in there and kind of use that as far as a little bit of a game plan. I was really hoping for the cup and handle, but that's, you know, again, there's two different ways to play that there. Watch for the cup and handle or play the breakout. Obviously you knew right here cup and handle wasn't playing out no more. Once we got below the handle, it's pretty much an invalid pattern at that point. That's when you start watching, right? And two, like on a 4-hour chart, the price action follows the 21 really close. So if you're trading the crossovers with this tool that I have for the Patreons, well, you can get this free if you join the Discord, message me. But these crossovers, so you got this green dot right here, the purple line crossed over the blue line. If you bought this, you did really good. You take your profit when it crosses back under the blue line. You're losing a little bit, but I mean, if you did that over and over and over again, so you sold here, you waited, boom, it crossed again, you bought back here, and you rode that thing all the way up. Now it's getting ready to cross again, under, you sell. The price action follows that 21 to 50 so good. So if you got time, trade the 4-hour chart. We're gonna take off. Get rid of everything. Going to turn on the DCA oscillator. Alright guys, so cake is under that 50-day moving average. We did get a bullish crossover here, 21 cross to 50 on the very 1st of April, April Fool's Day. We got a bullish cross. They are starting to curl back towards each other, 21 to 50, so indicating a possible bearish cross. We are trading under the 200-day moving average, so it's technically bearish. I'd like to get back above that. A close below that 50-day moving average is not going to be good. It is then going to be resistance, and we'll definitely see probably back down here to the 550 area. And that's where I'm waiting with the rest of my funds to pick up. Anywhere from 680 to 550 is where I'm going to be buying. You see here VWAP is at -20. Anytime VWAP, the yellow wave here on this oscillator, falls under 0, cut the script in half here. Boom. So this line represents 0. The yellow wave is under 0, don't want to be holding the asset. Yellow wave is above 0, you want to be holding the asset. This is a tool that you will get if you join the DCA Patreon. This is one of the tools that Patreons only get. No other way to get this. Only way is to join either my Discord or the DCA. But there's a million different ways you can use this tool. Weekly. Cake did try to get above that 21 week several times. 1, 2, 3 weeks it tried to get up above it. All 3 weeks it did reject and closed underneath the 21 week. It's not looking good at all on the weekly, but you would think that right around you know, the $5, $6 mark is probably going to be the floor. This is going to be a pretty big area of resistance now to get back above. Right around $8.92 all the way up to the top part of that box at $11.20. So that is awesome, MC. I got a $10 Bitcoin referral back in the day worth about 70 today. That's awesome. Hey, what about Elon Musk buying Twitter? How about that shit? I mean, it worked. He's got it. What do you think he's gonna do? You guys think that he's gonna censor other other people, like Democrats and stuff like that, or do you think, like today I seen him tweet, so I bought Twitter, I think I'm just gonna delete it, and then he tweeted again, I'm gonna buy EA and delete Battlefield 2000, or yeah, 2022 or something. Oh man, he had a couple of them, dude. It was hilarious, had me cracking up. Let's take a look at ADA real fast. This was a post that I put in the Pionex Discord on where to start a bot, and upper level, lower level. So while we're looking at this, we're just going to go ahead and jump over to Pionex real quick. Okay, so let's try to find us something good here too. Everything is down pretty good. I don't know if it'll let me do Bitcoin because I have no money in this account. Let me see if we can go to the week. 12 hours. Don't give you no monthly chart on here? What in the Sam hell? Well, that's lame. Okay. We're gonna just use this as example, right? So you join DCA Discord, you go make yourself an account on TradingView, you message me, you say, yo, let me get that free tool with the moving averages. I hook you up with that tool. You watch a couple of my videos, you learn how to use that tool. You're gonna take that knowledge and you're gonna go back into Pionex, alright? And you're gonna be looking at a TradingView chart while doing this on Pionex. And you're gonna basically put those same moving averages over here on Pionex. So you're gonna go over to here to your indicators, you're gonna hit choose indicator, you're gonna type in MA, right? You're gonna click that 3 times, 1, 2, 3, get them all clicked, boom, they show up. Click this cross, brings them down. You're gonna hover over your cogwheel. Length, you're gonna put 21. Style, you're gonna make it purple. You're gonna make the thing thick so you can see it. You'll hit OK. You'll go to your next one, hit the cogwheel. You're gonna make it blue. You're gonna put, for the input, you're gonna put 50, and you're gonna hit OK. The next one, cogwheel, input is 200. Style, you're gonna be red. Then you're gonna hit OK. And when you do all that, 21, 50, 50, get rid of that one, get rid of that one, get rid of that one. When you do all that, you're gonna get these moving averages popped up here just like how we have them. The 200's not on here because it's not calculating on this asset. But let's say you want to start your bot down here on the 50-week moving average. Okay, so we're going to go in. We're going to trade. You're going to go to grid trading. You're going to hit create. You're going to hit manual setting. Your lower limit. Okay, so the lower limit's going to be down here at that 50-week moving average. That lower limit is right around $8.72. So you're going to hit $8.72. And go over here to upper limit, right? So let's say price comes down and hits that 50-week moving average. Now you want to trade the upper limit. You know that now that we're under the 21 moving average, that 21 moving average is going to act as resistance. So that's probably where your upper limit should be, $12.68. $12.68. Now, I'm doing this on a weekly time frame, or you can do this on a daily time frame. I do not recommend running grid bots on anything lower than that. Grid bots, in my opinion, are meant to run for a pretty long length of time to actually build profit. You're not just going to run a 4-hour chart and it make you dumbass profit, you know, really quick. You need to let these things run for, you know, 3, 4, 5, even up to a week, 2 weeks. I don't know why this is still trading. This is one that was done a way long time ago. See if I can cancel that out. Please sell. Boom. Okay, so now you got 872 for your lower, 1268 for your upper. Your grids, you got anywhere from 2 to 200, right? I usually run anywhere between 20 and 50. So we could hit 25 grids. You're going to need $40.58 to run that grid. I only have $7, you can see in this account. This is not the main account. I did not want to dox myself using my main one, but let's see. So for 2 grids, it wants $6 and something. So we're just going to go ahead and run that. See if it'll give me 3. Nope. 2. So then you hit, and what I like to do too is go to advanced settings. Let me see here. Use AI strategy. Boom, boom, boom. Profit grid. Trigger price. So you don't want your bot to start until it hits that 50-week moving average, right? That 50-week moving average should be the same price as your lower limit, $8.72. So $8.72. You can put your stop loss in. So like if it drops below that 50-week at $7.94, you want it to get you out $7.94. This will completely cut you out of your grid bot. It'll save you so you don't lose anything if it falls out of your grid. Slippage control, I wouldn't mess with any of that. The lower the amount of grids and the more money that you put into the bot, the more profit you're going to make. The more grids that you use, the more you're going to pay in fees. Because each time one of your grids is hit, you're going to pay a fee for trading, right? What up, Ralph Cooper? Well, happy birthday, the real Mr. Kraken. Can't be that bad, huh? Knock on wood, I think I got my rig stable with NB miner. What are you trying to mine? No, Crypto Dave didn't see it. Did you see the Bill Gates boner tweet? Oh, man. I'm gonna have to look up that one or post it in the Discord. So we'll go ahead and hit create bot. See if it'll show the grid at all. Switch to standard. I forget, there's got to be a button to show the grid. I can't remember where it's at though. Let me see if I can pull up. There we go. And then alright, so we set up a grid or lower level. Let's make it red so we can see it. Boom. And what that grid bot's going to do is it's going to set, let's say you pick 20 grids, right? It's going to put 20 grids all the way through here of buys and sells, right? So it'll buy here, it'll sell at the next grid, come back down, buy again, sell at the next grid, come back down, buy again, sell at the next grid, and it'll do this all the way. It'll keep doing it. As long as it stays inside your grid, it'll just keep buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. It'll buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. And it'll just keep doing that over and over and over again. The eyeball top of chart. Oh, boom. There it was. So let me see if I can take all mine off. Nope, mine ain't showing up, I don't think, because I did mine with the trigger price, right? I put a trigger price on there, so my bot won't start until that trigger price is hit. But you guys get the general idea. You should not be placing grid bots on an asset unless you are in a significant area of support, right? And then you got all these other grids. Okay, so you got grid trading, martingale bot, spot futures, arbitrage bot, rebalancing bot, Bitcoin moon, ETH moon, leverage grid, margin grid, reverse grid, leverage reverse grid, infinity grid, smart trade, trailing sell, trailing buy, DCA. Okay, so a lot of these are very freaking confusing to use, but this is sweet. Like, I think their user interface and Pioneerx's setup is better than like 3 commas. 3 commas would make you pay a shit ton of money to use any of this kind of stuff right here. And the smart trade is pretty sweet too. I mean, it has everything that 3 commas has. I don't know if you guys are familiar with 3 commas, but it was one of the very first OG bot trading things to ever start out. Like, talking OG, like years ago, right? They are pretty expensive in my opinion. That's why I like these guys are way better. Well, Mr. Kraken, I don't know what happened the other day, but, you know, we all have our days. Like, the other day, I flipped out because I've ordered 6-pin to SATA several different times, and like 3 times in a row, they sent me the wrong shit, and I had a meltdown. But in hindsight, it was a good thing, because I wasn't thinking straight, and there's no way I could have done what I was trying to do, and I'm glad it didn't work out, because I'd have fried my rig. So my problem is I have my rig with 2 server power supplies, right? 2 750 server power supplies. One has the breakout board that has the built-in Pico switch, so I'm able to daisy chain both power supplies and then power up the motherboard without having to use a Pico switch or using an ATX. Well, my problem is I have an AIO, a water cooler on my CPU, and my SSD, and both of them run off SATA power. Well, there's no SATA power coming off of those power supplies, so yeah, it's been rough. I still don't know what I'm going to do yet with it. I don't know if I can get something that'll plug into my motherboard, like a USB to SATA, if they make something like that, or I just know I can't run it off my server PSU, because that's 12 volt all the time. It doesn't know to only give like 5 volt to an AIO. You know what I mean? But that's just a little bit of a rundown on how I start my bots. You shouldn't just be willy-nilly starting bots up in here. You need to be down testing moving averages. Needs to be support resistance. Should not just be thrown out there. Because if you're not in support and resistance, you're not in a supply and demand zone, your grid is going to be all screwed up. You're not going to be trading inside of that grid. And if you do, it won't be for very long. That's right, Mikkel. That's right, buddy. Is there anything that you guys want to chart real quick? We have 10 minutes left. We got 10 minutes left. The damn YouTube algorithm, so I'm trying to keep things. I want to start getting more people in here, and you know what I mean? We got how many? We got 1,600. Yeah, over 1,000 subscribers. 165K, 1.65K. So what the heck? Almost 1.7, almost 2,000. We're over halfway. We need to get over the 2,000. Okay, we'll jump back over to ADA. I think I left off with that. Yeah. I did leave off with that. So ADA is looking like it's at a pretty good floor. It is making decent support down here. Now this is on a weekly chart, so remember each candle represents 1 week of trading. That's a pretty significant floor right there at 83 cents. So in my opinion, this is a buy zone for me all day. I would buy at 83 cents, and I would probably put my stop loss like at 75 cents, right? Anything lower than 75 cents wouldn't be good. I'd buy here, stop loss at 75 cents. I'm taking profit at $1.09. $1.09. Why? 21-week moving averages right there. Looking left on the chart, we have a very big area of resistance. So it's definitely important that you guys know how to use support and resistance. The resistance starts at $1.09 and stops right around $1.22. But to play it safe, not to be greedy, take that profit right around $1.09, $1.10. Appreciate you very much, Golden Wolf. Hope you enjoy your dinner, brother. Jump down to the daily real quick on ADA. Now the oscillator's looking pretty good. We are looking like we are getting really close to that oversold mark. Root wave, let's see a trigger wave. We get that trigger wave. The Patreons know what I'm talking about when I'm talking root wave, trigger wave. I like to see a trigger wave here. Get into that oversold area, print our dot, and then rock and roll. Bearish crossover though happened on the 25th of April, so yesterday. Got a bearish cross on ADA. Again, if it does spike back up, yeah, $1.09 is looking like that's the best spot to take profit. Probably have a little trouble at $1.02. It'll start slowing down. Anywhere from $1.02 to $1.09, I'd be taking profit. And you can see this box. You can see it way better on a 1 day time frame. How big that resistance is. So keep that in mind. Technically, we're in a bear market cycle. We're under the 200-day moving average. Price action's trading under it. Now in a bear market cycle, you guys, it's way easier to short, leverage, trade. Let it pump by itself. Let it pump by itself, and then bam. Well, you know, boom, there's a double top right there, you know, to go short. M pattern to go short. So my overall outlook short term on the cryptocurrency market right now, you guys, still bearish. Still think we're going to go down quite a bit more. And when the bullish signs are there and when things are looking great again, you know that I'll be screaming it in the Discord. I told everybody Sunday that Bitcoin was going to go down if a candle closed under a certain place, and boom, that happened. And here we are. ApeCoin, I did pretty good on Ape. I got into Ape at $9. I've been holding ever since. So I've over doubled my money right now. Right now I'm over double what I've got into Ape. Not much information on Ape right now, so there's hardly any moving averages, and we are in new price discovery mode. Anytime an asset gets up into new price discovery, it's very dangerous to be doing any kind of trading. If you're not already holding, you should probably be patient, sit on your hands, wait this one out a little bit, let it build a floor of support, let it consolidate. We don't go willy-nilly and just say, fuck, I better get into Ape now before it goes to $27 now, or $27 a coin, right? Because it may not do that. Any kind of support, probably all the way back down to 14-ish. $13 to $14 looks really good. The bottom of that floor would probably be about $13.50. Could definitely see it going back down to $14 to $13.50. And if it does, I'm definitely going to scoop up a lot more. I think just the hype around it is enough to push this thing. But hey, we shall see. But like I said, guys, get into the DCA Discord, get into the Crypto Mentors Discord, join the DCA Patreon group, join Crypto Mentors. We have all kinds of cheap subscription plans over there too. and do all kinds of bot trading and different stuff over there as well. But if you want any of the free tools that I showed you guys here today, join DCA Discord. Go make an account over on TradingView. If you make an account, tell me what your name is. I can come down here and see who it was. I can look up all of my people that have used my link and see what happens. And I'll start sending you some coin or some tools and all kinds of good stuff. So send you some coin. I got 9,300 coin right now. So if I wanted to redeem them, I could get 1 month of premium. I could get 1 month of Pro Plus, 1 month of Pro. I could get almost 12 months of just regular Pro. I don't really use... The only difference between these different packages is like the data and how many indicators you can use. Yeah, what are we having for dinner? I was kind of wondering that too, Oz. But alright guys, have a good night. Keep stacking sats. Keep trading safe. You need anything, you want me to chart something, please don't be afraid to hit me up in the Discord. It might take me a minute to get to you, but I will get to you, I promise. Definitely hit me up though. Land sale for... I don't know what any of those are. Go live, ecom. Supposed to use ape for sale, but who knows? Well, that would be sweet. That would be freaking sweet. There's just so many different things to do with crypto and land. And have you guys seen that new mobile one? It's called Atlas Earth. You can go on there and buy plots of land, and then the plots of land pay you rent. Now, like ROI on it, super long time, but it's cool to mess around with, and you never know, it could get big. So, but I appreciate all of you guys for coming. Have a good night. Hit me up in the Discord if you need anything. Definitely try to help you guys out. And I will see you next time.